Welcome back. Now to the ultimate Mother's Day gift. A Utah man donates part of his liver to his mom.
Now, this was a life-saving gift, really, and also involved a medical first here in Utah.
Yeah, we're going to have to manipulate some stuff in here.
You are looking at a first in Utah surgery, a left lobe living liver transplant using 3D printer technology.
I'll leave it more, but you can go here this way.
The surgery was performed back in February by the Intermountain Healthcare transplant team. The donor is Brandon Finlayson, and the recipient of that transplant, his mother, Gwen.
I look towards the future with hope instead of thinking, how sick am I going to be then? I look forward with joy and optimism and try to figure out what are we going to do next.
The 63-year-old Springville woman says because of the transplant, she has energy she hasn't had for years.
I feel like we're gaining ground every day and starting to hope and dream and think about the future.
That's far different from how she felt before the transplant, because for the past 25 years or so, she's been suffering from the effects of autoimmune hepatitis.
I would go to the hospital and stay. I wasn't getting over things. There were just a lot of indications that this was going south in a hurry.
Gwen owes the incredible change and her health to her son, who says convincing his mom to accept part of his liver wasn't easy.
It took days to get her to finally even think about the idea. You know, a lot of convincing.
Brandon, who is 37, says he did it out of love and necessity.
They told us, they were up front and said, this is her only chance. You're not going to get there's not a good chance of getting an organ off that list at your age and where you are health-wise.
And while his mother resisted at first, she is grateful that she did it and grateful for her son.
I'm not sure I have the words to describe how I feel about my son. I'm grateful that he is the kind of man that would do something like that he would risk his life for another human being. It didn't have to be his mother. It would have been anybody. To me, that's the definition of a hero.
You know, Gwen, now walking about 5 miles a day. She told us at the hospital, getting stronger all the time. Brandon says he's healed, and he says when it comes to Mother's Day's gifts, he feels like he's off the hook for at least a few years.